I know I'm not much of a Sea of Thieves YouTuber, aside from all the live streams, even though I planned on it. I had to make a video on the subject. Lately, it's been revealed that apparently the Pirate Lord is guilty for the death of DeMarco. I know that it's literally written guilty all around him. People are already jumping the gun, assuming he's the killer. I know there's evidence with memories and the sunken ship, but I don't think the Pirate Lord, the hero of the Sea of Thieves who was pretty much there throughout the entire story so far, I don't think he'd kill his own child for the sake of murder. With past events and recent adventures and hints, I feel like there might be more to it than we know. I feel like there might be an agenda behind all this. I'm aware in logs from DeMarco he's concerned that he's being hunted by someone, and we see the Pirate Lord handing bags of gold to a crew, but something just doesn't feel right. He's pretty much the face of the game. He's there in the tutorial, he's there as the head of the Athena company, and is even there to give us our name for our ship in the captaincy update. He is literally involved with just about everything in the game. What'll happen to him in general if he turned into a villain replaced by DeMarco? Well, that's actually one of my theories. But if he intends to have his son take his place, I don't think he'd kill his son discreetly, unless he's testing him to see how he'll act under pressure. Yet DeMarco seemed quick to settle some old debts or get some things or whatever it was, as if he knew it was coming. But the chances of that are slim, so I don't think that's the case. I mean, why would he secretly kill his son and be like, hey, guess what, you're next Pirate Lord? It's like, did you really have to kill me, Dad? Well, I guess it comes with the territory. So that's a little bit of a stretch, well, more than a little bit. But anyway, I do have more theories. Another theory I have is that he's on a secret mission. I've been thinking at the end of The Legend of the Veil, he said he might call us when we need to use it soon. Then DeMarco is dead. He could use the ferry to come back, but perhaps the Pirate Lord has a job for him, which is why he hasn't. Maybe to get information on the Dark Brethren or Flameheart, he was sent as a spy to watch them and get information, and we'll either find him while saving Merrick and find out what happened, or in another adventure we use the Veil to open a gateway and save DeMarco to get some important information he learned. But the problem with that theory is one of the siblings seemed to be left out on these things, and I doubt he would want to put them at risk even if he needed their help. Why leave his daughter in the dark? She seems so miserable and depressed over his death. I'm sure it's to keep it secret, I'm sure it's just to keep it secret, and if she knew and couldn't fake it or something, it won't be as believable. Like in the Clone Wars, when Obi-Wan needed to go undercover and he didn't tell Anakin, so he faked his death and his reaction would be his reaction would be genuine. I almost said something else. I am losing my ability to speak. What the hell? So it's just to probably make his death more believable. Like, just keep his daughter in the dark, and her reaction will be more believable to everybody else, and assume that he's actually dead and not really on a secret mission for the Pirate Lord. But it's most likely about Flameheart, because I don't even know the Pirate Lord is aware that Davy Jones started the Dark Brethren and all that, or even Jack Sparrow was even in the Sea of Thieves to begin with. I mean, I'm sure he would know, like, be aware of everything that's happening. I mean, a freaking coral fortress rises out of the freaking ocean, but yeah, I don't know. So this theory is just iffy because, well, I don't know. All I know, he's aware of Flameheart, and I don't know what he knows about the Dark Brethren. He might know now after Bell and all that situation with that adventure, so maybe he knows about the Dark Brethren? I don't know. I really don't know. It's not like we can ask him. Another theory is he's being framed. I saw the memory of him giving pirates gold for their services, and I wondered, what if it's not really him? Maybe Flameheart is trying to damage his reputation and had someone with the use of magic disguise themselves. But the problem with this theory is I don't think there's magic like that in the Sea of Thieves or anything hinting at it. I don't think we've seen anyone do that, really. Who knows, maybe the memory was altered with magic to conceal the real killer's identity and replaced it with the Pirate Lord, but even that's a bigger stretch. But it's like I've been saying in comments about Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach DLC about the stupid theories MatPat had that make absolutely no sense story-wise or game-wise. Instead of making batshit crazy theories and jumping to conclusions or accepting dumb theories as facts just because people manage to make relation to other things, even though sometimes they have nothing to do with each other and are unrelated and people believe it's true because of the possible connection because they just so happen to, it just so happen to, that might be a connection. That would make sense. Instead, why not just wait to play it ourselves instead of going in with high expectations because of some idiotic theory someone came up with that people believe, only to be disappointed and angry and start hating on the game? Just wait until Season 7 drops and we go on the adventure to save Merrick. Maybe we'll find DeMarco's journals, or DeMarco himself, and maybe get the truth out of him or something. Rare is just spoon-feeding us information. We got very little to go off on, so we can't just jump to conclusions. We could just only speculate and patiently wait to see the outcome instead of jumping the gun and pointing fingers and accepting it as fact when we don't even know why the Pirate Lord is guilty. I mean, who knows? Maybe he feels responsible. Maybe he paid the crew to go with him maybe to get away from whoever was after DeMarco, and he's guilty because he wished he could have done something. We don't know why. It just says guilty all around him on his desk, on the floor, on the walls. Is he guilty because he's the killer, or does he feel guilty? It doesn't really say killer. If it said killer instead of guilty, then okay. Then that's pointing at the Pirate Lord being the killer. But it just says guilty. It doesn't say why he's guilty. Just says guilty. That's all we have to go off on. Nothing else. Just guilty. We won't know. So all we can just do is wait. So until then, I'll see you all on the Sea of Thieves. And I'm just so hyped for Captain C. I'm definitely not gonna waste that opportunity. You will be seeing a video about that very soon. So long, everybody.